This is the American Canyon Wetlands. It is a vast landscape and it houses many species of plant and animal life. Many people visit the wetlands to fish, hunt, and hike. And when they visit, they sometimes leave their trash and don't pick it up. But that's not the only pollution happening in the wetlands.
There are also factories near the wetlands. They pollute the air, which then affect the water through a process called ocean acidification. These are the actual factories in person. The companies that own these factories are Mazzetta Food Company, a chocolate company, and Biaggi Bros Logistics. The factories are so close to the wetlands that a short bike ride could be captured in a short time lapse. A man-made spillway and canal had to be constructed due to the construction of these factories. The factories drain the water that they use, and that could pollute the environment and the inhabitants of the wetlands.
Human causes. Some human causes for water pollution are sewage, fertilizers and pesticides from farms, waste from factories and construction sites. Acid rain. Acid rain can turn lakes acidic, and it kills fish and other animals. Oil spillage. Oil spills generally happen in the ocean and cause many devastating effects to animals, plants, and humans.
In order to examine the health of, for example, a striped bass, the dominant fish species of the wetlands, I use a small fish imitation lure to catch it. This means they're still able to thrive here as well as their food sources, but if pollution continues and more factors are added, striped bass may never be seen again at the wetlands. Fishing and hunting does not acidify the water. It also is safe for the population if all laws, regulations, and limits are followed. Just don't leave behind trash and discarded items that will harm the wildlife.
But what is ocean acidification? And how exactly does it affect our topic of interest, biodiversity? First, we need to look at the cause of ocean acidification in order to understand what it actually is and what it means to biodiversity. Essentially, if you talk about this big cloud, this puff of CO2 that's produced by human activity, 30 to 40%, almost half, of that cloud ends up dissolved in the ocean. The rest stays in the atmosphere, or it's incorporated into living things in some form or another, usually as plant material or the bodies of other producers.
Ocean acidification is the ongoing decrease in the pH of Earth's oceans, caused by the uptake of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Seawater is slightly basic, and ocean acidification involves a shift towards pH neutral conditions rather than a transition to acidic conditions. Ocean acidification greatly affects the life in our oceans. For example, our coral reefs, specifically the Great Coral Reef. It is using the carbon dioxide in the oceans to make carbonic acid, which breaks down the coral, therefore breaking the reefs.
The largest part of pollution are fossil fuels burnt by mostly cars with oil and factories which cause the CO2 levels to rise.
More carbon dioxide, more of it's going to move in, and we're going to have more of this hydrogen ion, and we're going to have a lower pH. Now, the levels of each of these can change. Each of these are reversible reactions, so depending on the amount of carbon dioxide, it can move towards the left or it can move towards the right. Why is this a big deal? Well, life exists in this water, and life is regulated by proteins, and proteins require a specific pH. So studies are showing that if we decrease the pH and make it more acidic, organisms are having a decrease in metabolism, and they can have a decrease in their immune response as well. Now, how much of a change in pH are we seeing? If we look at pre-industrial levels, the pH of the oceans was really basic, 8.25. Post-industrialization, it had changed to 8.14. Now, there are going to be regional differences you can see on this map right here. And you might say that's not much of a change in pH, 0.11, but remember this is a log scale. So that represents a 30% change in the pH.
We can do this by saving energy, using less water, and using less plastic. One way we could reduce air pollution is by reducing our carbon footprint. Another way we can prevent air pollution is by educating people about it. The more people know about it, the more they can prevent it. We can also join organizations that are made to prevent air pollution and to reduce ocean acidification.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video gave you a better understanding on how air pollution affects the ocean and ocean acidification. Please subscribe, and as always, see you in the next one.